Hello Pisces, kia ora koutou katoa. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and also welcome to my Facebook page if you have come across this video on Facebook. So I quickly just want to say thank you to those of you who have subscribed to my channel and have followed and liked my page on Facebook too. So I just want to take this time now, this moment, to encourage, as you know, and ask those of you and put it out there to those of you who haven't yet subscribed or followed me on my Facebook page to do that now. Let me see, what else was I going to say? And the reason why I'm suggesting follow both is because I have different content more so coming up soon that is going on not on the same platform. So there'll be some of it will go on Facebook, but these videos will mostly just be these and a few other videos with different channelings and stuff like that will be coming on this channel as well. So and that way you can keep up with what's developing with different courses that I'm going to be putting out there, both online and in person, and also different other little projects when I am with traveling, when we're allowed to travel, when we can travel a little bit more freely here in New Zealand. So we've had a bit of a hiccup at the moment, but I'm sure we will get through it with lots of love, peace, harmony, and joy, excitement, adventure along that way, with whether you're here in New Zealand or not, okay? Just stay in that space, okay? Now take a breath. I'm just hearing take a breath. There seems to be a sigh of relief or a sigh of tired. Is it not tired? A sigh of accomplishment, or a sigh of yes, an accomplishment is yes, I've done that. It's like, oh, and okay, where to now? So that seems to be the theme that's come up. So, and I haven't even finished my introduction yet. So I just want to also quickly say these reads are for the sign of Aquarius, as you know. So whether you're watching for Aquarius and it's in your Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus sign, there, excuse me, this is suitable for that. For either one. So the other thing is, like if these reads don't resonate, or they do resonate, that's wonderful. If they do, but if they don't, then just where are they going with that? Okay, somebody's dropped in and like wanting to go a different tangent, but I'm just saying to them to wait. So something like that may be happening with you in your life. So anyway, I'm just going to continue with that. So if they do resonate, wonderful. If they don't, then don't stress it, because they're not going to make sense to everybody, and I know that, and so does your energy sign. So there could be somebody else that out there that does the same sort of thing, that may have something that more resonates with what is going on with you, that is in tune with what is going on with you. That's what they want to put. So, or the other thing is, I do encourage us to check out what your other signs are. So if you don't know what they are, then there is a no, you don't know, you will know now. There is a link in the description box below that will take you to a website, and they have a free calculator on there, and it will work it out for you. So all you need to do is just put in your birth date details as well as your time, if you know what your birth time is, and so don't worry if you haven't got if you don't know what your birth time is, you just put your birth date in, and it will work something out for you, which is which is okay. Gosh, there's lots of busybody people in here in the room at the moment with for some of you here. So and I'm just saying to them, you do realize this is a general read, so, but I feel like I've got connecting with a whole pool of energy here today. So it may be, for you, there's the same sort of thing, that somebody maybe coming in, interfering, you may be seeing it, some of you may be seeing it as interfering, but they're not, and yes, some of them are, but just being mindful too. I'm hearing that maybe that's you. For some of you, it's you that may be interfering, and somebody's saying, "Oh, stop interfering," and and stop being controlling, stop da. So, and I'm hearing that some of you maybe need to take notice of that, and going back into looking into sorting out your own life, and focusing on you. And they've been quite high in energy with that, and quite not pushy. I don't want to say pushy, because that's like the wrong That's not the right what they're doing. They're just encouraging you to like step back, take a look at what's going on within you while you're responding in the way that you are. And this, because I'm seeing like this breathing space, this gap in between, and like sometimes we have to let people go to, run their own life in the way that they need to run their own life. And because the more we interject with how we think it should be, or you think it should be, it's like, well, it's like, it kind of, it makes it, okay, it increases the gap between balance and neutral, and neutral ground and mutual ground, but in that connection of love, peace, harmony, joy, excitement, and adventure in there. It just, and sometimes we've just got to let people, figure it out for themselves, and understand and realize that we can't, we've just got to get on with our own lives and be there for support in some way or form, if it's doable, at some point there are points that sort of show me there are times, and there are points, and when we just have to like release and let go, and be there for them if that's somebody that we really love, but then there's another set of energy there that's coming in, that's like it is about you allowing things to be, and maybe they're meant to be, with different situations that are for different people that are listening to this. So it's kind of really going into that place of and being in a neutral place. Sometimes we just have to go there and get on with our own lives, and as well as keeping our feelers out there, but not getting too allowing others to do what they need to do in the way that they need to do it, so they learn. Okay. And sometimes we just have to do that. Okay, so they're lifting the energy now and turning it around. So that seems to be like a theme, or one of the themes through this. So today, this week, so it's the Thursday the 13th of August 2020. So this is your weekly read, Pisces. So, and we're going to be going into using my trusty tarot deck, and this one here, the Sacred Earth Oracle today, and possibly the angels might pop out and again as well. Okay, cool. So I'm working with these, and also I have a new not new energy that's but they've come a lot more closer to me recently, even more so recently. So they're really wanting to get them help with the energy and balancing the Zion energy. And so I will be putting out some content with them soon, with a friend of mine, Kylie, as well. So anyway, going into your message today, Aquarius. So I feel like their energy is around us. They've come close to me and come close to you in this session, because they're wanting to share their energy. They have a very calming, loving energy about them. And when I see them, when I feel them, it's like they're around me, and I know they're around me because I see they draw me to different light colors of energy, and they're much the similar colors of these cards, with that sort of tone, okay, that come out in these cards. But also they remind me of the energy and the aurora lights. So whether it's the aurora borealis or the aurora, I can't remember what the other word is, but whether it's down the north pole or the south pole, that's those those beautiful hues that come through there. That's how they show themselves to me. So you may be drawn to, and that's why I'm drawn to these cards. So anyway, so they're wanting to share this, and they have like this beautiful, calm, settling energy that's just really, really healing. And their messages and the energy is just beautiful. So I look forward to working with them even more so in this level, in this sort of arena as well. So anyway, they're going to be channeling through messages and meditations and healing through, and I've just got to like, some of them we will be going live, and some of them I will be doing videos, and we could do some workshops with them as well. So anyway, I don't know why we're going there, but I feel like some of you may understand that message for yourselves. Not so much with the Zions, but getting moving and cracking and something new coming in within your life, okay? And they're talking about you moving and taking some steps to get cracking with it. How awesome is that? And here it is. Look, there's a time to reap rewards. And even though I'm talking about, you know, there is a time, there's an energy. This is the time to reap rewards. And I feel like there's been some successes and some newness that's coming in through, and you're starting to see something, a response in the way, you know, from things that you've been doing and putting out there, and people are saying things and, you know, and mentioning like how well you look, and that looks really great, and, you know, I really like the way you do this. So, or it's like, and, you know, and I do feel like there's something in this sense that there is some progress coming with money coming in, finances and abundance. Okay, so it's not just about prosperity in the sense of money and finances in that way, but also abundance and all sorts of other things coming as well. But there seems to be this this underlying thing, like, because this one here is friendship is in reverse. Okay, so that in a way that could be seen as a reap of rewards, because it's like you're maybe letting someone's or something go with that someone or ones. Okay, so but I'm going to turn it up the road. So there may be you know, something may have, because it's in reverse, so it's not so much about resistance, but it's more about there's something, you know, that's not right with this, a friendship, and it's because it's the cups, there's something emotional and feelings about that, so there's something going on there. So anyway, we're turning it up the right way, because it's like there's something moving and shifting. So, and it's just like they're saying, sometimes we just got to let people go and move on, because, you know, there's been a shift within you, or with you, or yous, or not, whatever. It's like, anyway. So, and then we have the King of Swords in reverse as well. So there's something with the King of Swords is about an authority figure, firm, but fear. So, and this is in reverse. So there may be, you know, some, well, resistance in the way, in the sense that you may be putting yourself down, and you may be thinking, you know, what have I done? You know, why do I, you know, for you, I'm taking this back to you. As well, but they're also, and you may be getting caught up in somebody else's bullshit or, you know, bullshit as well, the person here as well, who may be thinking that as well. So there's for you, and it's like about you, and so you're feeling that energy, and you've gone into that mode. So, but don't buy into that drama, sort it out and figure out how much of it, you know, because it takes two to tango, yeah, at the end of the day. So it's like it's like, well, but going in that place, whatever is happening, and through that process of, you know, of bringing it back to love-based energy, processing it to that, because you don't want to carry it and take that forth into, you know, further in there. So I'm turning that around that way. So because you're going to be, there is something, and I feel like, you know, with him coming up, you know, okay, it's not so much about the authority figure, but actually it is in the sense that you have the power, you have the authority, you are the authority figure to take control of what you're thinking up here, and what goes on there. So firm, but fear. So be firm on yourself, but be fair as well. Because, you know, sometimes we do buy into some, you know, other people's bullshit, and we get caught up in it, but then, you know, and drama and stuff like that, but it's not, but it's, you know, I bet you that'll be, you won't go back there again, you know, so it's a learning curve. That's where they're going, you know, to that, with that. But it's like, and I do feel like some of you, because they join me to career stuff now, and not just friendship, relationship, that there's something around that as well. There's, but that could be to do with that for some of you, is in a relationship with a business partner relationship, or that you may be going parting ways or something like that. It's just the way it's rolled out. It kind of went before, well, it kind of went for some of you, and it did work for some of you, but it's like you're just outgrowing each other. So it's been, you know, and it's going into that phase for some of you, and whoever it is that you're working with is, you know, going into that authority figure that actually, you know, I'm going to take charge of my thoughts and my emotions, my feelings, and making some decisions. And communication is the biggest thing with that, and asserting your power in a healthy way, in a constructive way is where they're talking about there, and being fair about it. So there's that. So that will, because I'm just putting like a box. They've just got me to like with an energy with a circle, but then with a box around it. So it's like, so you can, yeah, it's like looking outside of the box as well. But, and like, because I'm hearing that it's contained, it's like, and also not containing yourself. Wow. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles, because in doing that, when staying in that place and sorting that out and processing that, going through that process, you know, and along the way there is, you know, you're able to come to a place where you're able to decide, because the Seven of Pentacles there is the need to decide. So some of you will hit that, you know, be able to do that once you've figured that out, process that for yourself. And that, because the decision is like, do I move from something that's already working really well and move into something brand new that, you know, it's not saying it's not going to work, but there's always that, you know, sometimes, you know, a lot of times in the back of our heads, it's like, okay. But anyway, so, but I'm hearing for some of you, it's like not, there's a thing, it was like, oh, where is it, like, how are you explaining this? How are we going to explain? Okay, so there's that thing about you may be needing to keep doing what is working for now and blend in, or start working on what is the new thing, okay? The new thing that's coming. So it's like, don't give up your day job yet, but just, you know, in the meantime, make something grow, let this grow, okay? So that's where they're going from that with that one. Awesome. So there's something new, and I need to decide. But I do feel like there's that energy that's in there. It's not just about money or the business or the career and that sort of thing. The other side of that is, with energetically wise, is like how much time with the other side of what is going on for some of you, and the emotional side is about investing time in it. It's like that could be the thing that helps you not, well, distract, but, you know, keep moving, keep continuing into the new, but have something like a hobby or on the side thing as well for a little bit. That's kind of how they're showing me, again, another way of putting it. And it may be for some of you that it ends up being, you know, that you end up with both or two. So, and then the next card is like, oh, Five of Swords. Accept the limits of both victory and defeat. So whichever way this pans out for you, it's kind of like, I think when we, you know, when we do that processing, it is accepting, you know, the good side and the bad side of what happened with, you know, from your point of view, and what happens on their point of view on the other side. So, but it's finding that balance between the two. And, you know, I feel what they're showing me is you'll be able to, you know, figure out and how you can let go, release and move forward. But it's also about, because there's like a balance and a fairness in there. So it's like growing up and, you know, and being humble about it as well, but also being grateful at the same time. Okay, so, and then we have past memories, future dreams, and the Six of Cups. So there's something that is healing there, and it's probably with the emotional side, and it may be something that, you know, that they're looking there is like you've moved past it. You'll move past it. Okay, wherever you are in this phase, in this process, wherever you are in this process, on this, what's coming through today. So it's like there's something moving, you're moving through something. And the interesting thing is we, yesterday was the beginning of the waning moon phase. So we have a new moon energy coming up on the 19th of August. So that'll be like now would be an amazing time to like work through all these what is going on there with you, these emotions and these feelings that are happening, and what baggage is there. So it's a good time with this waning moon phase, as we're going into the new moon cycle energy, to ditch the stuff that's been lingering around, hanging around. So it's a wonderful time to wrap up old projects and bring closure to conflicts and around you. And let me see, in your circle of friends or family, and close out and let go, release, you know, stuff that's old baggage from there, and things that have been held onto for far too long, or even like far too short, even, you know. It's, you know, whatever it is like whatever is presenting to you that's big and presenting to you now, it's like allow yourself to let that go in this time before the new moon phase comes. So it's not taken back into the new moon phase, you know, and where it could, you know, slow down or put the kilter off the cycle into the energy that you are wanting to put into projects in this new wave of energy, of inspiration, basically. So because what I'm hearing too is about, you know, sometimes with some projects, maybe that you're not able to fully wind it up, but there's like that strategy in place for, you know, fulfilling it, or bring it to closing that one up. That's what they're talking what they're talking about there. So because I'm just here saying, oh, but I can't do this or this, but and I get that, because it's like there's the book. So I talked about that to Spirit, and I was just saying, you know, it's about, you know, even there are some things that are winding down or coming into a phase, but it's like putting out there that yes, we're going to finish that, we're going to clear that, and there may be a phase of projects that's there that is needing to be wound up, not the whole project at the moment. So there's a section of it, or a phase in that one's of something. It's, you know, it may be that it's just winding up that part, okay, and then if not, and it's like going to take about another 2 or 3 weeks into the next, but you know, afterwards, and it's like, oh well, that's all right, I've got a plan, you know, behind that. Cool. So productivity. So there's something about productivity there, producing, getting yourself together, making things, creating things, being, you know, having, putting out that idea and putting into action, or whatever it is. It's being productive now, and there's a lot more clarity coming through as well. Look at that. Wonderful. So I'm going to put that there, because you know why? That is the amethyst and the citrine in there. Oh. So there's amethyst and citrine, and then if I really wanted to, I could put that one there as well with productivity. But I'm going to put that there for now. And then motion. You know, things, you know, the wheels are in motion now. Energy is in motion there now. So it's like something is moving, is shifting, changing, adapting, you know. So it's kind of like going with the flow, and I feel like some of you are already feeling that energy, like there's some movement in here and with different things, and it's kind of like, and it's like, I don't feel like a lot of you have actually stopped with doing anything. It's kind of, but maybe things have slowed, but they're just saying, you keep that, you know, being, you know, productive, you know, as long as it's productive, you're on the right track. Okay, I see where they're going with that. So the angels just want to have a final word. So we have a few different, a lot of different energies here. Shine your light, okay? Shine your light as much as you can through this period. And all the time, really, actually. on saying that. Always shine your light. Even when you're feeling a little bit down, find that, you know, if things aren't quite going right, just like find that that little bit of, even if it's a smidgen of light, but just bring it out. Shift your energy. Oh, shift your thoughts. Oh, I thought some all fell down, but no. Shift your thoughts. That's what I'm hearing them say. And I'm just seeing these, I can feel their beautiful, calm energy. So, oops, there we go. So, looking forward. Look forward into the future. Don't look back, because it's not much point looking back. And rising, so something is rising, the energy is rising. It's like what they're showing me is like a bread, when you're making a bread. And I remember, you know, like, you know, when I've seen my mother making bread, the rewana bread, or any bread actually, even myself with making my fried bread. But you know, something is rising, and you know, just you know, going through that process of something from something small, and you know, with the and a few the right ingredients, or something will rise. And they're just showing me that in the form of baking a bread. Okay, they've not shown me that before. So because they're talking about the yeast or the base in the, it could be, or the bug they call it, so which could be made from potato or whatever yeasty extraction. Some people make it from the kombucha, the SCOBY, anything that forms a yeast in that sort of sense, base. And then, you know, then the flour and the water and all the other elements with the air and the warmth. So there is a brother there for some of you that they're bringing to the my attention, or your attention. So some of you may have a brother in spirit. So talk to them. They're obviously wanting to get in contact with you, because I can feel a few male energies here. But also there may be a brother that's here in spirit, not in spirit, in the physical as well, who may not be well. So go and check in on them, or you may be thinking about them and that they may not be well, but go and check in them and check in on them, or check up on them. But there's also you know, there's something about you may actually end up I'm just feeling like contact brother anyway, long story short. But otherwise we'll go into a full out reading session. So anyway, we're going to leave it there with you for now, Pisces, for this week of the 13th of August 2020. So we'll see you next week, and lots of love, peace, harmony and joy, excitement and adventure from myself and my spiritual team, the Zions, and your amazing Piscean energy as well. Okay, God bless you and God protect you, and we'll see you next Thursday.